Why I left my horse in Russia. When I was 16, I bought my first horse, Gushak, and trust me, that's a whole story on its own. We competed in show jumping, but he was never an easy ride. He had the strongest personality I've ever seen in a horse. You could ask him to do something, but you could never make him do anything. One time, an Olympic rider was literally chasing us around the arena, trying to get Gushak to jump a fence he didn't like. Spoiler, Gushak won. By the time he was about 15 years old, I realized that as much as I loved him, he wasn't making me a better rider. I had too much mental baggage from all our struggles, so I made the tough decision to retire him and got Chester as my new competition horse. From that moment on, Gushak settled into retirement, enjoying life with other horses in the Moscow region. Years later, when we had to leave Russia, we brought all our animals with us to the US, except Gushak. By then, he was 22 years old and had been diagnosed with heart issues. The long flight and stress of travel were too much of a risk, and I knew he wouldn't survive the journey. The last time I saw him was December 2024. He's still in the only stable I truly trust. With his own groom and a barn manager I completely rely on, I know he's being well cared for and living his best life. I still feel guilty for leaving him behind. No matter how far apart we are, he'll always be my first horse, my biggest challenge, and one of the greatest teachers I ever had.